And so this video begins in the great state of Tennessee, my home sweet home. And now we stop at the legendary Bristol Motor Speedway and Dragway. Check this out. Bristol, one of the most famous night races in racing, all of racing. I was last inside Bristol Motor Speedway, my first and last time, last summer, for that record-breaking MLB attendance game. Cincinnati Reds, Atlanta Braves. You might remember that episode. That was an amazing baseball game. The most attended in history. All happened right there. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I'm Tampa J. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I am exploring another cave attraction. We're going to Bristol Caverns, one of Tennessee's oldest cave attractions. I am excited to do this. This has been on my map since I moved here last summer. I have been slowly knocking off a bunch of Tennessee cave attractions. Also did one in Missouri not too long ago. I look forward to exploring more of these caves. There's so many in Kentucky I want to get back to. But for today, it's Bristol Caverns. And I'm gonna take you in and take you down with me. You're gonna live vicariously exploring this cave. We're all doing it together. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna give you the rundown. I did book my cave ahead of time. I got the 10:30 cave tour. It is a little after 10 o'clock. I'm about 8 minutes away or so. So I got enough time to get over there and check it out. There's gonna be some cave history, I'm sure. That's the video. We're gonna find out together. I appreciate you always finding out with me. Yeah, okay, that's it. Let's go over. There's much ahead and much below. All right, we're taking Bristol Caverns Highway from Bristol Speedway all the way to Bristol Caverns. And here we are approaching Bristol Caverns. The address for Bristol Caverns is 1157 Bristol Caverns Highway. And this looks like a mid-century roadside cave attraction right here. I love seeing this. Nothing has changed here in the past 50 or 60 years. You can definitely see it right here. This is super cool. And across from Bristol Caverns here, an old convenience store, old gas station, you can kind of see where the island used to be in there. But over here to the left, check this out. There's an old Pepsi sign. That's the old gas station sign. Speaking of signs, here we are before the Bristol Cavern sign. A little bit of brief history that I know. This cave was discovered in 1853, and over time it became known for its dramatic rock formations and, of course, an underground river. It flows all the way through or underneath Bristol, Tennessee. The caverns were developed for public tours in the 1940s. So they've been going strong since the 1940s. Adult tickets, $24.95. Seniors, $21.95. Children, $14.95. 4 and under free. I paid a little less than I thought. I thought I paid like 30 bucks, but it was $24.95 online. All right, it's 10:20. I have 10 minutes until my tour starts at 10:30. Here are their summer hours. Looks like they're open every day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 5 also, and Sunday, 12:30 to 5. Hey, how's it going?
What can we do for you?
I booked a 10:30 tour.
Okay, and we will get you going right at 10:30. So
okay, cool.
To look around, take a seat. Just make sure you're right in here or right out there.
Right out there? Is there a restroom?
Yeah, right through there.
All right, I've got my ticket. Check it out. It's a souvenir ticket. I like that. It's got a little picture of the cave we're about to see. And they do have a little gift shop, t-shirts, tumblers, coffee mugs. All right, I'm now on the back side. The gift shop's right there. This is called the Breezeway. It's the waiting area for the tour right in there. It looks like we might be walking out to the cave entrance. Typically, the building sits over the cave entrance. Took one of their little flyers here. Near exit 381. Here's a map just to show you exactly where we're at. Not far south of Virginia. Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, right on the state's lines.
All right. Well, my name's Zach. I'm going to be your all's tour guide. We have a little bit of a walk to the entrance of the cave, and once we get down underground, we'll be going down about 5 flights of stairs. We should be about 120 feet underground at the lowest point. So if you guys ever want to stop and look around, ask questions, take pictures, just let me know. Well, let's get going.
Thank you.
So you guys go as fast as you like, as slow as you like, look around, all that stuff.
Oh, cool. How far of a walk is it? Just curious.
So by the time we get back to the shop, it'll be almost exactly 2/3 of a mile.
Oh,
As in
okay.
within
2/3.
30 feet of 2/3 of a mile. To the entranceway is almost exactly 300 yards.
Cool.
Because that downhill area is actually a sinkhole. So that did cause a good chunk of the cave there to collapse.
Yeah,
But
it's
that was at least several thousand years ago, so we're probably fine.
all covered with kudzu now. Some pretty flowers. This trail is a little rough, a little downhill, just be forewarned. Not too bad yet. A little downhill. Kind of jagged right here. Got a little fence.
We're not going down that.
Is that one of the...
The good news is I won't make you. That does go into the cave though. This is the other thing to show you all above ground.
Oh, cool.
That is a natural entrance, so that's at least several thousand years old.
Wow.
The original size is this whole barred off area, so that was pretty hard to miss back in the day. But the
Natural
reason we have
entrance.
it all covered like that is that's about a 90-foot drop almost straight down.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
don't want to drop anything in there.
Yeah, preferably not, preferably not. But I'll take you guys to the inside of that later, to the very bottom. We'll get a really good view of some sunlight through the ceiling there, so I'm going to point that out as well.
Remember the hole. It's a very small group. Me and 2 other people. Oh, it's a very subtle cave entrance.
Yeah, I got
That's
it.
so cool.
Well, if you guys are ready, let's go on in. But whoever goes in last, if you guys don't mind, you shut that black gate behind us. We'd really appreciate that.
Okay, cool.
Let's go on in.
All right, check out the old gate. That's cool.
Yeah, it feels a whole lot better.
Oh, neat. All right, I've been asked to shut the gate because I'm the last person through. We're in. Wow. Got so much colder in here.
I can't let you touch them just because salamanders breathe through their skin. That's why they're slimy to kind of protect that. So it's basically like scratching their lungs if we touch them.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, so it's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Got a salamander right there. Cool. It's pretty big. Alright, this is one of the coolest cave entrances I've been into. Wow, big cavern. Wow, so quiet in here.
Since I don't know how many caves you've been to, I'll give you a bit of the basics here and we'll get to the good stuff.
Several.
Quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll refresh your all's memory. I'll give you the details. We'll get to the good stuff later. But that dripping sound you're hearing pretty constantly, that's what's making the formations here. Because all throughout the ceiling are a bunch of little holes in the rock called pores. And so when it rains like it has over the past week or so, water works its way through those. It picks up little minerals, it leaves them behind in trails, and it stacks them in piles. That's what makes our stalactites up there on the ceiling, and our stalagmites down there on the ground. Because of that, though, they usually grow in pairs right over top of each other. So if they're left alone long enough, eventually they'll touch in the middle and fuse together. Exactly. They're called cave columns when that happens.
Those are huge.
Yeah, really. This is what happens when you get an earthquake. So you can see the sideways patterns there. That is a cave column that fell. So we're pretty sure that was over here at some point because you can see all the rubble here. What's cool about this is you can see all the cave mountains kind of gluing it back in place. We know the current average growth rate for this stuff is about 1 cubic centimeter every 100 years. So that'll give you a ballpark estimate of how long ago that happened. But those clean breaks like that is typically what happens when the formations are being built on either like loose packed dirt or clay. So that way when they get that much weight on top of it, either it compacts the dirt, or if you have like a once every millennia type drought, the clay loses the water, loses volume, and basically the whole thing is hanging from the ceiling, so it breaks really cleanly in the weakest spot. So typically when you see the fine breaks like that, that's what's happening there, but if you see like drastic, like falling, super, that's typically because I already started in deeper here.
What's that rock say?
That says, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but
Okay,
footprints.
my eyes are bad.
Like that's just a fancy way of saying don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Touch the rocks because it can really hurt them. But if you'd like to, there is one exception to that, and that is this one here.
That one there?
So touch this as much as you like, but get all your touches out there.
That's cool.
Can the rocks feel things?
Sand it down.
These stalagmites always remind me of the alien pods.
Opposite or
I can touch this one.
So that guy
Cool.
right there is but you guys have probably noticed there are 2 ways to move forward here. We're going to be going up first because this is a little dead end room, so we'll wander up here a little bit, and then once we soak all that in, we'll circle back and go down. Just make sure to take your time on the stairs from now on. These concrete paths are poured between 1933 and 1943, and that means these stairs predate OSHA by 30 to 40 years. So watch your steps.
Okay. So far, this is the most impressive cave visually I've seen this early on. And you don't want to slip. These steps are pretty wide though, they're not too bad.
You guys want to hear that? Well, actually, that is our adventure tour. It's going to be, they were just walking in the creek and wading through all that, so we'll get to that later. I'm not going to make you guys do that today, though. Enough time.
Another tour
Welcome
down
back,
there.
guys.
That's the adventure tour?
Yes. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about that once we
Okay,
get down there.
cool.
It's basically where you get off the path and go get Buddy in the creek and all that.
Wear helmets and stuff?
Yep, absolutely.
That's cool.
But while we're here, just an interesting little piece of history. There's not as much confirmed history here as most people would think, but where we're standing kind of revolves around the big jellyfish-looking thing, because we have a historical name for this guy. We call it Bridal Veil Falls. And we call it that because where we're standing, we know of at least 8 different couples that have been married here inside the cave.
Oh.
Hey guys?
We're just running back there to see some of the cool things that we didn't see before we went in.
Yeah, feel free. That's actually where we were about to go, so
Fair enough.
I'll just mooch off you.
Works for me.
So I guess we just follow.
Yep. If you guys just want to follow.
Okay, cool.
Thing back here, you can see it.
Like, no idea what caused that coloration yet. So this is what we're testing for metal ion right now. I think it's hydrocarbons, probably what does that, but we have no real idea yet. Maybe. I think, see, the thing is, I think it came from up here. You can see the more pinky yellow colorations. I assume someone spilled like gasoline or something on top of the cave, which let it get into there. But I can't test for that, so I can only test for metals right now. But hey, if it proves to be metals, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, actually, I showed you guys earlier. If you want to turn your light, I'll show these guys around to you. Formations. Which one is that? Yes, black light. Yeah. So formations are phosphorescent.
Oh, yeah.
They have acid in them.
That's so cool.
And almost all calcite is this kind of blue color, but
Whoa.
almost fun to see.
It's like the first time I saw shrimp light up in the ocean.
And the coloration they were looking at is this guy right here. So that's kind of a weird guy. We're not 100% sure what's causing that right now.
An anomaly.
It will be tested for metals by the end of the summer. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
That's what this whole wall is here.
Oh, we're at the sinkhole?
Yep.
Wow.
So you can see the landslide pattern from the dirt that came in, these are chunks of the ceiling that fell. But actually, just like that column that I was showing you guys before, we can use the formations going on top to give us an idea of how big this is. So you can see how small these formations are. This is actually pretty recent, but at our time scale, this is old enough that it's not our problem, and that's really all we care about.
All right, back down safely and surely.
Okay, we're going down these stairs now to layer 2, and there are 3 layers we're going to walk on today. Excuse me. But be careful going down here. That is called headache rock for a reason. You will have to.
All right, watch your head. All right, first one's not too bad. Yep, that's the one you don't want to hit right there. You can see where people have hit their heads right there. Whoa. Gotta get down a little bit. Oh yeah, gotta bend over right here.
Notice that behind you all is a better view of our jellyfish. Looks a little bit more like one from this angle.
Cool,
And
we're
I
just
got
right up
interrupted by
there.
those guys coming up there because I didn't expect that. But that ledge up there is pretty cool because I told you all we know people getting married up there. But in the past, the locals kind of latched onto that and they started calling this Lover's Leap. They say that if a couple stands up there, holds hands, and jumps down to that rock right there, if they're not hurt when they land, they truly love each other. So
Wow.
please don't.
Has anyone ever tried it?
So we don't have proof people have ever done that, but given the average intelligence of the general public, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, I get it. It definitely happened.
As these guys are actively finding out, we do have to go back up, so that's not nearly as fun as going down.
All right, just sliding by this group here. They just came up. Watch your step. Hi. Wow. Gonna watch your step here. Really opens up. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding.
It's a very wet cave. Been cave kissed many of times. It's good luck to get cave kissed. And if you don't know what cave kissed is, it's dripping water falling on you in a cave. This is pretty gnarly. Every cave is unique. Really liking this one so far. Oof. Don't want to go too fast here. The steps are not consistently proportionate. They're all different levels. Got like a water dripping there on the rock. Alright, we're halfway down. Look at that. That's where we came from. Oh, we found the river. Cool. Can hear water. Check that out. Water's really clear.
But over here, I'm sure you guys have seen the creek by now. And especially when there are kids in the tour, pretty much every time the very first question down here is, are there fish in the creek? And there actually are. Because that is an above ground creek. It only ducks underground for a little bit less than a mile, then it pops right back out and keeps going. So because of that, you will find fish. It's just not the blind see-through fish that most people expect to find in the cave because they can just go right back outside so easily. So instead you just find normal creek animals like little minnows, crawdads or crayfish, whichever you guys call them. But if the water gets up high enough to cover the rock there, sometimes you see even bigger things like snapping turtles, water snakes, trout. We've seen an otter down here before, and obviously those don't belong in caves.
Looks like we got another bridge here. Oh, cool. A bridge. Neat. Looks like it flows that way. Oh, there's the path.
Yeah, we'll be walking along the creek for a good little bit here, so keep an eye out just in case anything interesting pops up. But these fish have decided they don't like me recently, so I'm going to see what I can do here, but I'm not going to make any promises. Just, you guys don't let the fish distract you from the path here. This is by far the wettest part of the cave that we're going to go on at least. So there's lots of dripping, lots of puddles, a little bit slick in a couple places, and there's a little baby pothole at the end of the stairs.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, watch
don't
that.
let that trip you up.
Oop. Already stepped in one pothole. Oh, got cave kissed.
There you go, now you're lucky.
Yeah. This is really neat. I like this cave. Really close to the creek. Some water dripping over there. Is that a crawdad?
Right there.
Yeah.
He's running away there. He doesn't appreciate being spotlight.
Nope. Oh, it's starting to open up. Whoa. Wow.
And you guys want to step in the puddle here as well?
Very wet. Got a little waterfall.
Yeah, there's a big waterfall there.
Looks like they bored it.
Yes, so that there is man-made, but the water is filtered. They're natural, so that's a natural freshwater spring.
Pretty neat.
So that was probably the better worker within the past year.
So if you do the adventure tour, you can go that way. Ooh. Might have to do an adventure tour in a cave sometime.
Wettest, we're at the deepest part of the cave. We're about 120 feet underground right now.
Oh my gosh.
And to put this just a little bit better into perspective, you guys be careful, but if you stand right along that edge, look up that way. See that light up there?
Yeah.
That is that hole we saw above ground.
No way. That's way up there.
And you guys have to stand right along
Yeah.
the edge there to get a good view of that.
Right there. There's the natural cave entrance. That's the entrance we looked down. That's way up
One of
there.
the first things I did when I started working here was sit on the bridge down there alone in the pitch black for about half an hour.
Ooh.
So what I tell people is either the ghosts really like me, they really hate me, or they're not here because that doesn't happen to me. So
I know
as to which one of those three it is, who knows?
Yeah, I know there's like a lot of legends with the cave.
Yeah, there's a story that someone was murdered and thrown down the natural entrance there. This would have been in the early 1900s, late 1800s, but before the pass. But the problem is where we're standing used to also be the creek. So all it would have taken is a decent little rainstorm and any evidence would have been washed right out of the cave. So that's why we've never found bones of anything that's fallen down there.
It's
This is
very
called the
steep.
exercise stairs. They're very old, they're very wet, they are very not up to codes.
Very steep. Very steep. Be very careful. Woohoo. And slippery. Oh my gosh. This might be one of the most dangerous caves I've been into as far as, you know, a tourist attraction. You can really see the opening over here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Ooh. Don't want to fall down there. Oh wow, there's a bridge up there.
A lot of times that's where our bats go out of the cave, because yes, we do have bats. They live in that part of the cave.
Where? Over there.
Now, how you get there is you go up the stairs here. You go up here, walk across the bridge, slide down, climb up.
Slide down.
Yes, that is much more like what you see, like what most people think of when you say caving.
Spelunking.
Not seeing no light, but crawling through tight areas, climbing up walls like that, and squeezing through holes in the middle, stuff like that. So obviously we're not going to go back there today as much as I love to take you guys. So sorry.
So they say this is E.T. smoking a blunt. That's funny.
That is funny.
Does look like E.T.
But also,
Oh, neat.
the same way that we came down.
This is...
So you guys are welcome to lead the way from here on out. Go as fast as you like, as slow as you like. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and we'll just start double dipping on the way back outside.
Looped around to the bridge. Back across the bridge. Ooh. Alright, so we walked across this bridge, went down that path, went around, went up those steps, and then came down this way. Right here. Just as a little loop down around the river and up and back down. Right here. What do you guys think of the cave? Let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Let's see. Looks like we got a barometer, a thermometer, barometer, and that last one there, which I don't know. And we're heading back up the big spiraling cave staircase. It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen. It does look like a giant jellyfish. That's one of the coolest cave formations I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. There's a reason we use it for a lot of our marketing.
Oh. Made it.
Again, if you want any last look arounds or pictures, take advantage of it now and brace yourselves because it's about to get very humid very fast.
Great.
Back up to summer. That's cave bacon?
Yep.
That's
Not a very good example of it, but
yeah.
that is cave bacon.
That's the biggest cave bacon I've seen.
Really?
One of them, yeah. Maybe because it's so wide.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good examples on the commercialized tour, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
especially if you go in that crawling section I was telling you guys about, there's some absolutely huge ones back there.
I'll have to do that next time. All right, this was a really smooth cave tour. We're just kind of taking our time.
I struggle if I get less than
Almost
8.5
out.
hours of sleep every night. So.
I don't think I sleep.
Oh, okay.
Found one?
This is cool. So he's been hanging out here for a couple weeks now.
Oh.
That is a little baby salamander.
Aww.
This is a.
Oh,
I don't
like fog.
Yeah, and it gets worse from here. That's a northern slimy salamander.
She's
and there's
cool.
a frog hanging out there.
Oh, don't look at the frogs. Frogs. Look away, Chris.
Giant spider up there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What
wow.
is that?
That thing
That is a wolf
huge.
spider.
Oh
So,
my god, those will bite you and you'll die.
so they will bite you, but they're not venomous.
Oh.
Those are one of the few aggressive non-venomous spiders.
All the critters are by the entrance.
That's not our big guy though, because we have one that's about as big as my whole hand splayed out. We call her Big Mama.
I don't like Big Mama.
I don't either.
Or this baby one either. Oh my gosh. Please don't fall on me.
Cool.
Die.
If you guys don't mind to shut that gate behind you all, that would be great. Thank you.
Cool tour. All right, tour concluded. They said that this path is half the distance to the one we came in on. As you can see, it's a little more narrow. This is one of the best but most difficult cave tours that I've taken. Also, one of the shortest. And I think it's a little shorter because there was only 3 people in the entire tour. And I really enjoyed that because we got to take our time. We got to take photos, got all the video as you can see, and some really cool history here as well. Not too much history, but just a really cool cave endeavor. And you can see the mountains, Appalachia, straight ahead. And you might remember the point of the tour where he showed us the below point of the sinkhole, kind of thrown off from where I was. I didn't imagine us being right below this kudzu hole, sinkhole. All right, there's the welcome center. It is 11:20, so 50 minutes. And part of that is the journey back and forth to the cave. So I say you're down there, 35 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. And they do have gem mining here. Of course, every Smoky Mountain, Appalachian roadside attraction has to have a gem mine. I look forward to doing this soon. Actually, I'm going to do this very soon. Not this one here, but I have not done a gem mine in the Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg area yet. And I need to change that. It's about time. There's so many options. And it looks like the adventure tour is done. They give you these waders. And in the gift shop, there are artifacts found in the caves. We got deer bones here. Cave coral, stalagmite, that's what the inside of the stalagmites look like. Here's some stalactites, broken flowstone, kind of a glare here, see it, a little better. Then last but not least, calcite crystals. All right guys, that was one of the quickest cave adventures yet. Actually, I think it was the quickest cave tour yet. It was very laid back. I kind of like that. I was able to look around more, take as many photos as I wanted, as much video, so that was cool. This is not terribly far off of 81. We are right by downtown Bristol. I know a great burger spot over there. You might remember my visit to the burger bar. Perhaps you're coming down from the north heading to Florida or heading to the Pigeon Forge area, and if you're looking for something extra to do and you're up for some strenuous cave diving, check this out. As you saw in the video, it's not the most friendly as far as doing steps and dunking over, or there's a lot of water dripping. This is perhaps the most wet cave I've seen, so not complaining, just letting you know. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was one of my favorites because of all that. Yeah, and I look forward to coming back and perhaps doing the adventure tour sometime. That would be so cool. I've always wanted to put a helmet on and go in a cave. And I've done cave adventure tours like that before, but it wasn't at like an attraction. It was more dangerous, but something like that would be perfect. And if I do that, of course, I'll take you with me. Again, check out Bristol Caverns. I've got the website in the description below. Come and check them out. Tell them Tampa J sent you. All right, back in the car, and I think that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is time for me to go home. Much appreciated. All of you guys are much appreciated. Thank you for watching my videos. As I always say, there's much ahead, and we've only just begun. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe below if it's your first time, and know that you are awesome, that you're loved, and no matter who you are, and no matter what you're going through, just know that there is always much ahead. It's not just a statement, it's a way of life. Much above and much below and much behind. Together, we'll have some fun. That's what it's all about, having fun. And thank you for having fun with me. It means so much to me.